me alive?
Yes.
Yes, and then I will have to
Yes.
wish Happy New Year to everybody who wants to hear that. Happy New Year.
It's not the case for me really, because I spent the day, as I told you, yesterday it was already I was very tired, and today also visiting, and in the afternoon they sent me a document to revise quickly, because they want to send it on Monday. So I start working on it this afternoon, and I will continue this evening.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Is it a for IRC?
Yes, it's for IRC. It's a proposal.
Okay.
A proposal. Yes, it's a proposal for a donor. I think we submit the proposal and we receive feedback, and they said that we need to address some feedback at the country office. So I will work on it and send it back tomorrow or early Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apart from that, the whole week, what last time we spoke, you were like the entire office or almost has gone for Christmas break.
Yes, only Muslim and some small group of Christian is still in the office. So yes, exactly, only Muslim. In case all time it's the case. All time is like at this period in general 90% of Christians went to their break, and yes, they let Muslim in the office. And as we are very small number in the office, we need to ensure what we said, ongoing activities.
Les affaires courantes.
Yes, les affaires courantes. The last time you told me. You told me
Let
last
us
time
see.
affaires courantes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and
so only most of almost everybody there right now at IRC is a Muslim or not a true Christian.
yes, in fact, in general, in Chad, in general, the Muslim are. I mean, in the for the civil servant in the ministry and all the public administrative offices, Muslim are the ratio is more important. But in NGOs and private offices, Christians are very more important number. This is the case. In general, the Muslim you had in the private office like NGOs and other projects are in general Muslims are in general on drivers or labor like maneuver, and yes, and cleaners and like cookers. These are Muslim, but for the high level position like managers, officers, and coordinators, in general, they are Christians, because, as you know, they are the one who invested many resources to the training, and in general, they went in Cameroon, they went in Niger, they went in Burkina Faso or in Senegal to learn. So they are the one who really who are invested to learn. But for a Muslim in general, they are Zagawa, or they are and they have the power. They don't need to study to.
They don't need to stress.
Exactly.
They know that. I read something. I read
Yeah.
something by Professor Voxuma. Professor Voxuma was a minister in Chad, and now he's in the opposition. He worked for the World Health Organization. He came to Boya actually and spent 2 or 3 days there with me because his children were there.
Okay.
Yes, his children, he sent his children to spend 2 months with me because he wanted them, and he has succeeded. He wanted to change their educational system from Francophone to Anglophone. So after the 2 months, the children went to school. They were twins, girls. Yes, they went to school in Kenya. Now, yes, I'm sure they're in the US or Canada. So I read something about that he said that in Chad, you have 2 categories of people. If you are a police commissioner, a general, when you want to go on retirement, they ask you to give them a child, one of your children, to replace you.
This is one of the kind of succession dynastic. They are not serious, these guys.
Yes. So he was like, now that I'm a university professor, I am going on retirement he's going on retirement tomorrow, 1st January 2023. So he should bring his own child who knows nothing to replace him to become a university professor. It's a reflection of, I think, of Chad.
Exactly.
Where you see a general who wants his child to be general before he goes on retirement. Okay. Please, this word is not Muslim.
Okay.
It's Muslim. Not Muslim. Yes. Muslim. Yes. Good.
Muslim.
Good. Then it is not all time.
Okay.
It's every time. Chaque fois. Tout le temps. Every time.
Yeah. Chaque fois.
Chaque fois or tout le temps. Every time.
Every time, yes. It's every time the same situation. It's every time.
Every time.
C'est everyone, chacun.
Yes, everyone.
Okay.
So, and then les affaires courantes is
day-to-day business. Yes, I know that.
Business.
The last time you told me, yeah.
Yes, day-to-day business or routine business, routine activities. Okay. And then please, when you use the verb to go,
okay,
look at it. The Christians in Chad go to or went to, you must use to. And this brings me to this thing they call collocation. I think because one of the things, collocation, one of the things we have to talk about today will be how to give orientation, a new direction to your training. Okay. Yes, collocation is the fact that verbs must take specific prepositions to have the meaning you want to give them. Look at go to. If it is not go to, then it doesn't mean aller. Listen to. Explain to. I want to explain to you. So look at this. Collocations are like phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. These are verbs that you use when the verb, you know the meaning in English. But when you take this verb and put a preposition to it, it changes the meaning. That is a phrasal verb. For example, look. You know look.
Yes.
Good. But when I put after, it has nothing to look related to regarder. It becomes prendre soin de. Look after, please look after, surveiller.
Look after my daughter.
Good. Somebody is sick. And you have to take care of that person. It is look after. I am in the hospital. What are you doing in the hospital, Mr. Ali? I am looking after my daughter who is hospitalized. Look after my office means suivez mon bureau, prends soin de mon bureau. Please look into. It's completely different from regarder. If your colleague comes to you and tells you that, boss, I have a problem. Maybe he needs something from you, but you don't have time to listen to him. Or you have understood what his problem is, and you want to finish what you are doing before you look into means inquiéter. Vérifier. Yes. Phrasal verbs are verbs that you take. Look at take. Let's just take these two. Take. If you add off to take, take is prendre. But if you add take off there, when you put it like that, it changes the meaning. Ça n'a rien à voir avec prendre. For example, when you are at the airport, the plane takes off, décoller. So take off there becomes décoller. So you, the francophone, who is listening to the native speaker telling you that we will take off at, on va décoller, l'heure de départ, on va quitter. You have to travel in the context. So when you say take off, it means décoller, quitter. It also means, look at me, take off. I am taking off my glasses. Retirer.
Okay.
It has nothing. It has nothing. Yes, take off your glasses. As a Muslim, you cannot enter the mosque with your shoes. So what do?
Take off my shoes.
You take off your shoes. You cannot sleep. You will not sleep like that with your beautiful shirt. What you do is you will take off your clothes. Take off. Which means that take off there has many meanings. When you take is prendre. But take away is emporter. Take out. I want to take you out. Hey, Mr. Ali, if you tell a woman that I want to take you out, she will look at you suspiciously.
It's near divorce.
Then to take a woman out means sortir avec elle.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If you tell that to a married woman, she will call her husband and say, please, I have a big problem here.
Okay.
But take out again, take out means eliminate. Retirer. Please, what I just want you to look at it, take after. To take after means ressembler à, hériter de. Do you take after your father? Est-ce que tu ressembles à ton père? He takes after his. You saw my son here, the small one.
Yes,
people say that he resembles me. It means he takes after me. Yes. So take after, please. What I want you to understand through this is that when you, for example, go, or all verbs that indicate movement, movement from one place to another, like Chadians from the south, go to, they don't go in Cameroon. You don't go in. For example, on Monday, you will go to the office. You don't go in the office. It is when you want to go into. It's different from go to. Go into the office means entrer. Entrer dans le bureau. Go into my office. It means that you must go and enter the office. So go to my office means movement to. Go to Chad. So the Christians of Chad, when they invested a lot in education, and so they went to Cameroon, to Senegal, to Burkina Faso, etc., to acquire knowledge. So please, these two, collocation and phrasal verbs, I think that is where we have to, one of the directions that your training has to take, so that you get used to these expressions, because the native speaker uses them a lot. They cannot make 5 sentences without using these collocations.
Okay.
So, thank you, Mr. Ali. I hope you have understood. We'll go step by gradually.
Yes, I think, you know, really, initially when, during my academic, my school activities, I never hear phrasal verbs. I never hear that. Yes, and when I start learning English, and the time I saw that phrasal verb, and like verb de phrase. So,
look at Mr. Ali. Wait. What you have done there is motamotage.
So really, I was like, so I start understanding that, okay, phrasal verbs in English, you have this kind of what we said terms, and yes, put together and with a sense. So if you use them in English, they have a clear sense, and it's, as you said, many phrasal verbs, and you need to, but really, and until now, I'm not very sure if, you know, it's clear in my mind how this works.
Okay.
The phrasal verb, where I can go to see the phrasal verbs, and how, as you are explaining me very clearly, you know, I really always, and I how to understand that, you know, because I understand that exactly what you explain me is what is phrasal verb, but where you can find them and how we can use it, and what is the sense, and what is the place in English. I mean, these kind of things.
No,
really
the first thing is that phrasal verbs don't exist in French and in many languages.
Okay.
In French, you have one word for one thing. English is more diverse in its vocabulary because they create, for example, when you use phrasal verbs, they have their synonyms. For example, if I say, take care of, to take care of means to look after. It is the same as prendre soin de. So what I'm saying is that phrasal verbs, first of all, in French, do not exist
and
are not as common as in English, in other languages.
Okay.
English, it is possible to take a verb. Look at write. You know, write is écrit.
Yes.
Please, Mr. Ali, I want you to make a write-up of the situation, the emergency situation concerning the flood. What is write-up? It is no more écrit.
Exactly, c'est raconté.
Good. In your normal motamotage, you will say écrit en haut. They want you to write a small report, faire un papier, rédiger quelque chose sur la situation liée aux inondations.
Okay, sorry, Mr.
No, it's okay. Yeah, with children, I know them.
Yes, okay.
See, very soon another one will come. Another one will come and ask you, Papa, ça va?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, please remember that if it is to know where to find phrasal verbs,
Okay.
that is why I say that we will. I'll send you some links and documents, and then we'll be working on it regularly. Because it is indispensable. That is what you need now. Collocations, to know which verb. For example, now you were talking about when you were in school and you use the word explain me. No, it is, you must put two. Explain to me. Nobody explained to me. I want to explain something to you. You must be after explain. That is collocation. If you ask me why, I don't know. But that is how it is. Now with phrasal verbs, it depends when you see the verb and you see the preposition after, you now can get to the context.
Okay.
Look at this, look at take. Take off, please. This word take off means décoller. It means décollage. It means quitter, commencer un voyage. It means départ. It also means d'étaler. D'étaler means free. It means retirer. But it also means se déshabiller. I don't know whether you are seeing it. It's already 7 different meanings. For example, if you have to travel to go on the field, your driver will ask you, boss, when is takeoff time? Heure de départ, heure de décollage. If it is a flight, heure de décollage. If the plane will take off, l'avion va décoller. That is why you even go sometimes to the airport, to some airports, you see their takeoff lounge. Takeoff lounge. It means salon de départ, where you have to go. I don't know whether you're... Look at it. Departure is good. Depart. Departure lounge or takeoff lounge. It's the same thing. So please, what I know is that for now, because since we started, yes, it is better. You speak more self-confidently, you speak fluently, but we now need to put those little things that will make you feel comfortable when you exchange with a native speaker or with somebody who supposes that you understand English. So we will need to focus on collocations.
Okay.
Collocations, phrasal verbs, phrasal verbs, and idiomatic expressions. Idiomatic expressions are just, look at these three, Mr. Ali. Let us take this thing, right away. It's the same as right now. It's the same as immediately. Immediately. Look at these three. Right away. You see there that they don't have any, if you remove away, right means what? Le côté droit. Right means avoir raison, I am right.
I'm right, yes.
Good. A right, un droit. This is my right hand.
Ma main droite.
Voici ma main droite. But when you, so away means what? It has its meaning. But the two, when the words come together, they give a different meaning. Right now means the same as immediately. La la la. I want money, Mr. Ali, right now, right away, immediately. So you understand that, please, that is the key. And it is that is what makes English particular, specific, different from other languages. First, in the pronunciation, intonation, etc., when they speak, and then the vocabulary range. It is wide. So what happens is that, hello, Mr. Ali, please, can you send me the file? For example, your boss is expecting you to send the file you received today, latest Monday morning. On Monday morning, he doesn't see the file. Then he calls you, Mr. Ali, would you mind sending me the file right away? You say yes. Mr. Ali, your boss will have problems with you if you say yes. I'm telling you. Because would you mind? If the file is ready and you say yes, it means that would you mind that means sabutire? Sabuza de m'envoyer le dossier right away. The two choose.
And then yes.
Yeah, you say yes, tu m'embêtes. I have somebody who came to Boya. He was working with the Irish on the Cameroon Chad pipeline.
Ça m'est arrivé cette semaine, ce truc de moins, ça m'est arrivé cette semaine. Hein. Je ne sais plus c'est de quelles circonstances, mais ça m'est arrivé cette semaine. Quelqu'un m'a demandé, would you mind if we can have the call? Ça, je peux regarder. I don't know, mais quelqu'un m'a répondu. Mais cette semaine-là, ça m'est arrivé. Quelqu'un m'a dit, on devait avoir un call, et il m'a dit, would you mind if we have the call on this hour?
Good. Would you mind having a call with me at 10 o'clock? And you say yes. In your mind, you, the francophone, dans ton esprit, tu as dit que oui, à 10 heures, je serai disponible. Lui, il a compris que ça m'ennuierait. Tu me déranges. 10 heures n'est pas bon. Yes. So when it is good, you say no, I wouldn't. Ça veut dire que tu es d'accord.
Okay.
But when you say yes, you say I would. Then you give the reason. You must give a reason because it is not polite.
Yes.
Oh, boss, yes, I would. It is because right now I am on the field. And the internet connection is not good. Would you mind coming to my office, Mr. Ali? in 5 minutes. You say, boss, yes, I will. Because I am still at home. Then you can now suggest that, is it possible for us to reschedule the meeting? Reschedule means renvoyer la réunion or postpone. Please, not the normal francophone, renvoyer. No, postpone.
Postpone, yeah.
Postpone or reschedule.
Reschedule.
Yes, to reschedule means renvoyer une réunion.
Reschedule the meeting or to postpone the meeting.
Good.
Okay. Can you
So would you mind? Please, these are expressions that you need to know, because when it, look at it, Mr. Ali, during a meeting, whether physical or online, virtual, you don't have time to say, wait, Google, wait, let me check in Google. You don't have that time. So all you need to do is to be ready with these expressions. I don't know whether, the next thing is time. Will you, please, you have to look for some time to do the exercises to know the basic, the ones that they use frequently. Somebody will come and tell you, oh, my bad. If somebody tells you my bad, you can get angry. No. My bad is just an expression to say, oh, désolé. Yes. These little expressions that they use. So please.
My bad.
My bad. Oh. I would have loved to come. I would have. Look at these expressions. I would have. I would have loved to come. But blah, 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 blah. Nabri. It's the same as, oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid. I'm sorry, my bad. That's not, you know I am afraid. He's not telling you that I'm afraid of crocodiles. No, j'ai peur des crocodiles. I'm afraid in a conversation where you need yes or no. I'm afraid is to just tell you that désolé, navré. It's not that j'ai peur. I'm afraid to disappoint you. Navré, I'm afraid to disappoint you. So please, that is, I think, because for some time now, my colleagues who review the videos we have, and myself, so from time to time, I sit back and watch our videos, the videos of our interactions. And as I told you, I have Mr. Lee's mistakes here. So what happens is that it is now how many pages? What happens is most of the time, okay, it's about 14 pages, although this is not all, there are 2 files. The first part, yes. So it is now 2 pages. So what I'm saying, 14 pages. What I'm saying is that when we look at it, I think that is where we need to give more orientation. And then I don't know whether you have some, do you expose your ear to English, which means that to videos and audios in English? I don't know whether you listen to maybe in the house, in the office, in your car, you listen to
Yes.
videos on your phone.
In
Yes.
general, when I am when I'm sporting, I'm putting earphone and I am listening to speeches, to conference, and sometimes the debate between, for example, Barack Obama and Donald Trump, something like this. In general, when I'm sporting, I'm putting earphone to listen.
No, when I'm exercising or doing sports, not sporting.
Okay.
Yeah. When I am exercising or when I'm doing sports.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can say once or twice a week I can have 30 minutes or 1 hour listening twice the week.
Okay, twice per week.
Just per week, yeah.
Because it is very important for you now to do it to take it as a permanent activity. Listen to, watch news in English. Please, there is something many of my participants do. You see, when they come here, they discover that this is Yaoundé, a francophone town. But where they live, work, eat, sleep, everything is done in English. So when you come here for 1 month, you see it is only English at least 95% of the time. Because the television is DSTV. Mr. Ali, if you buy this week, there are Nigerians in Jamena. Nigerians, the Nigerian, not Nigerian.
Yes, not Nigerian.
Go to those Nigerians, they are always in the market. Go to them and ask them, please, this will change your children in the house. It will change their lives forever. Because they will be exposed to television in English. The children will not have the problem you have. The children will, please, the first weeks, you can leave the TV in the house in French and the one in English, but you know how to motivate them to be able to watch TV channels in English. They will discover that the TV channels on DSTV are better than the ones in French. And 3 to 6 months from now, from the day you put DSTV in your house, maximum 6 months, your children will be speaking and writing excellent English. I'm telling you, those little children, the 2-year-old.
Yes.
No, please. She will be Anglophone. You will not need to spend any money. I have the proof. I have proof of participants, people who have come and gone back and changed. So please think about the DSTV and then look for time to watch and do exercises, at least even once a week. I will send you the document. So that as the new year is starting, we should adopt a new method of work.